Seems about right. Yeah. Okay, that seems like I'm live. I'm checking actually. My mic's picking up some audio, I don't know where. That's fine. This is fine. Celebrates per second. I believe I'm live. Actually, I should probably check. Stop streaming. It says stop streaming, so I think I'm live. What's this? Meet now. No. Checking. It doesn't say I'm live, which is really annoying. One minute ago. Okay, so it looks like I might be live. I might. Doesn't say anything. Give me a minute. It says stop streaming, start recording, start virtual camera, studio mode. What's this do? Okay. What is, okay, that explains that, okay. Alright, there we go. Alright, now I'm doing shit. Okay. I am adjusting. Fade. Oh. Okay, I could, oh, okay, actually, that's really useful. Let's not get banned. Alright then. I could make it go black. Transitions. Fade to black. Can I change that actually? Fade to black. I want to change it to something nice though. What's this? I don't know what that is, but clicking this changes it. And I believe that's what it's doing on stream. This is the preview actually. The beginning also, you can't get banned from this game, really? Really? I can't? Well, it's good to know, I guess. Hello. Welcome. Well, it's good to know I can't get banned from this game. That's good to know. Let's get banned right off the bat. Hello. I'm testing something. I don't know if this is actually fading to black or not. Alright, well, at least I know I can't get banned. So even if I can't fade it out, let's go. Alright. Let's go. I haven't done voice acting in a while, so that's gonna be fun. That's gonna be really, really fun. I should probably mute this. Go down, lower that. Okay. So, let's go. Individuals for self. Oh, this game has a lot of reading. I just remembered I don't know how to read. Okay. Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a safe experience playing this game. For content warning, please visit the link there. I don't think I want to. By playing Doki Doki Literature Club, you agree that you are at least 13 years of age and you consent to your exposure of highly disturbing content. I do consent to this. I haven't played this game in a while. Oh, I missed it. Not really, but you know. Enter your name. What is my name? I don't know, what is it? Okay, let's go with Anju, like I usually do. What is the name on this computer? Okay. Oh god, what voice did I give Sayori? Hey! Oh god! Oh god. I need water. Hey! I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attentions she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. That is unfortunate, innit? You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. Can't relate. Don't have those friends. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I overslept again! Oh. And that's fortunate. No, do not do that. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but that's only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Reading. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Anju. Well, I could be meaner. Well, if people are... Well, if people staring at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think... Just reading. Well, if people are staring at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. But I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to. Bet. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and we make our way to the school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Anju, have you... reading. Have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already. Oh, fuck. I told you already. I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. And I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Idiot. I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly fine. When I'm perfectly When I'm perfectly content just getting on by the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Mood. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any social skills before college. Oh god. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years just because you don't know how... And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Well then, don't worry, please. I feel pity for Sayori. And Sayori. Sayori the beloved. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Oh god. Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at a wall looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. I mean, you have a choice. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting there and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know. You know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club, since she was one of the first members to show interest after the one who proposed the club. She inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please? Why do you care so much anyways? Well, I kinda told the club yesterday I would bring a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Heh. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned this all out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go! Oh god. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Cupcake pog. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and up the stairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings the classroom door open. Everyone, the new member is here! I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure to meet you. Sayori's always saying nice things about you. Cap. Bullshit.
Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere.
Oh, come on now. Oh. Anju, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the literature club. All words escaped me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Incredibly cute and deadly girls.
What are you looking at?
That's us.
If you want to say something, say it.
Sorry.
Natsuki.
The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made the cupcakes, according to Sayori.
You can just ignore her. You can just ignore her when she's moody.
Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls.
Anyways, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club.
Don't say things like that. I don't know how it goes. Okay. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you.
And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right?
That's right. It's great to see you again, Anju. Monica smiles sweetly. Stop. My heart. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we're in the same class last year. We were in the same class last year. I could read. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels like a little... You too, Monica.
Gay.
Come sit down, Anju. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes.
I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them.
Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Sitting, still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand.
Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Oh!
How the fuck do I make that sound? Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray, revealing a dozen of white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn on with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make the ears. Ooh, that sounds tasty.
So cute!
I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki.
Hey, well, you know. Just hurry and take one.
Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow.
It's delicious.
Sayori talks with her mouth full, and she's already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around with my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Because you have to find the right angle. The right angle. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice that she's sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki.
Why are you thanking me? It's not like I
Have I heard this somewhere before?
made them for you or anything.
What a fucking... Okay. Eh? I thought you did. I thought you technically did. Sayori said...
Well, maybe. But not for you. You know, you dummy.
Alright. Jeez. I gave up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismissed the conversation. Mood. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully placed teacups in front of us before setting down a teapot next to the cupcake tray. Keep a whole tea set in the classroom?
Don't worry, the teacher gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book?
No, I prefer coffee. I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri is just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I mean, you know? I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea.
I'm glad.
Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Because I can fucking read. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Let's be honest, it was cupcakes. It was the fucking cupcakes. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member of any of the major clubs. Aren't you the leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. Fair. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream.
Monica is a really great leader.
Yuri nodded in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. Must be really hard starting a new club.
You could put it that way.
Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort into something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival much more important. I'm confident that we can all grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone?
Yeah!
We'll do our best.
You know it!
Everyone everyone agrees enthusiastically. Such different girls interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked hard to find these three. Maybe that's why they're delighted at the idea of a new member joining. Although I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. Oh. Oh wait. So, Anju, what kind of things do you like to read? I don't read. Well, yes I do. We don't talk about my endless amount of books. Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. I do. I enjoy freaking horror. I love psychological horror novels. They're really, really fun. I also enjoy historical novels. Those are really good too. I think one I'm currently reading, at least something that's considered a historical novel, was Suicide. Hold on, I have it up here. The Suicide Exhibition by Justin Richards. I also enjoy fantasy books. They're pretty good too. And then I like supposedly quote-unquote historical things like The Secret Life of Damien Spinelli is like the other book too, as told by Dan Miller. Yeah, it's a pretty good book. Considering how little I've read these years, I don't really have a good way to answer that. Manga? I don't read manga, I'll be honest with you, I can't afford it. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perked up. It looked like she wanted to say something, but keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyways, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her cup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build a deep, complex fantasy world. The levels of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story of such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems to be so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can be so deliberate? Take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you off loop? Anyways, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I have too. Multiple ones. We don't question my sanity at this point. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with Rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I can't really put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh? Why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over at me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were writing a poem called Don't say it out loud! And give that back! Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is cute as you are. Sayori slides up behind Natsuki, putting her arms on her shoulder. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. It's a truest form... I was doing so well! The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you could set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable sharing hers. Guess it's the same for Yuri.
Aw, I wanted to read everyone's poems.
We all sit in silence for a moment.
Okay?
I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzled and
Quizzically.
confuzzled. Natsuki and Yuri look confuzzled at Monica. I'm not reading this word. I suffer. Fuck you, game. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet up, we'll share them. The next time we meet up, we'll all share them with each other. That way everyone is even.
Yeah, let's do it!
Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Anju? Monica smiles warmly once again. My heart! Hold on, there's still one problem. Huh? What's that? Now that we're back on the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayuri may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes.
Oh no!
But I'm sorry, I thought... Anju... You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. Girls are pretty! How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when, like, it's like this? This is it. That is, if I'm writing poems if writing poems is a price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes lighten up.
Yes, I'm so happy.
Sayuri wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment.
If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed.
Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring back to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me for once more. Anju, I look forward to see how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress? Wow, I am a piece of shit. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I can already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat and Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Angie, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayuri and I never walked home together because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well.
Yay!
Oh god. With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wandered back and forth between the four girls. Sayuri, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I'll have a chance to grow closer with one of these girls. Alright? I just need to make the most of my circumstances. And I'm sure good fortune will find me. I guess I'll start with the poem tonight.
Poetry!
It's time to write a poem. Pick a word you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. I'll be honest with you. When I played this game, I purposely went back and wrote down all of the words that Sayuri liked. All of them. Just so I could test after she was dead. I purposely did that. I don't remember any of the words anymore, which is bad. Because I love Sayuri. Sayuri is my favorite. Well, no, it's Monica. Monica's my favorite, then it's Sayuri. But as you can see, Monica is not here. Monica, my beloved. I don't like her. Actually, Yuri used to be my favorite. Before I found out what a fucking bitch and psychopath she was. Oh god, I'm gonna piss off so many Yuri stands. Well, I guess, I'm here. Well, no, auto did a empty select hit, put that in there. Alright, while this goes on, I'm gonna go get some water, because I'm thirsty. I'm gonna question it. I'll be right back. Okay. Alright, I'm back. Y'all need to remember to stay hydrated. Especially when voice acting. I forgot that you need a lot of water. Okay. mic. Okay. Alright, so what was the word Sayori liked? Cry, milk, swimsuit, fluffy, and whirlwind are all Natsuki's words. This, Yuri. Poof. I feel like this is... Nope, that was... Oh, well, I guess it's also technically, Yuri's word. Fleet. Nope, that was Yuri. Okay. Vertigo. Definitely Yuri. Childhood is definitely Sayuri. Rainbow, prayer, warm is Sayuri. If I remember. Jumpy, tears is Sayuri's, yeah. Okay, so what else is Sayuri's word? If I remember properly. Enhance, no. Hop, no. Special disarray. Flower. Definitely flower. I do remember flower being one of Yuri's Sayori's words. English. Pain was one of them. I remember that. Desire. Nope, that was Yuri. Okay. Depression is one of them. Because Yuri's depressed. Mood. Clumsy was Lori's. Sayori's. Sayori. Okay. Play. Tragedy. Whistle. Sunset. Vivid. Kiss bunny. Dream. Nope, that was okay. Kitty, sticky, alone is that one. Tenacious, aura, nope, other one, okay. Agonizing, nope, okay. Scars, definitely misfortune, no Sayori's. Okay. I'm looking at beauty, question, shame, smile, ribbon. Ribbon and smile are iffy words. Ribbon, I think smile was one of them. Bubbles, portrait, massacre, heart, sweet, hopeless was Sayori's word. Anime, of course. Adventure, socks, strawberry pout. Okay, so that was okay. Well, I feel like I picked most of the words that were Sayori's. Okay. Hi again, Anju. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry about it. This might be a little strange for me, but I always keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in. Everyone else already out. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Anju. Thanks for keeping your promise, Anju. Hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it.
Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan on just coming here and hanging out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it.
Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the clubroom. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga.
Manga is literature!
Swiftly defeated, Natsuki props back into her seat.
Don't worry, guys. Anju always gives it his best, as long as he's having fun.
Ah, yes.
He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room.
How dependable. So Yuri, that's because your room is messy. It's so messy, it's distracting, and you almost set your house on fire once. Arson! Oh my god.
Is that so?
You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous.
How come? You and Anju can become good friends too.
Sayori.
Hmm?
As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put into.
Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know?
Wait, Sayori. Me?
Not really. Don't be shy.
It's really nothing. What is it?
Never mind.
Sayori made it sound like a... Oh, that's me. That's not me. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do?
I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking.
I guess that means it's up to me to settle the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what.
Is that so?
Yeah, don't worry. Don't make a big deal if you don't want it to be.
Alright. Well, here.
Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book.
I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted.
This is... How is this girl being accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. No, I will not. If I do not read very often. If people suggest me things to read, I will not read it. It's not... The funny thing is that if someone suggests like, hey, you should read this book, it's really, really good, I'm not gonna read it. It's I don't know what it is. It's just that when people suggest books to me and I don't, it's like, oh, you'll like it. I'm like, no, I very much doubt it. If you think I'll like it, the likelihood of me actually liking it is very slim. My book choices are very, very picky. I am very picky. If anything, I have like 5 books of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 books in my house that I've read. No, wait, 9. 9 books that I just read like repeatedly. Like, I've already read Damien Spinelli as told. The Secret Life of Damien Spinelli as told by Deanna Miller. I've read that book twice. I'm just rereading it because it's a good read. Do I recommend it to you people? No, because you probably won't like it. If you want to read it, go ahead. I just told you the title, but I'm not going to tell you to go watch it. Go watch it. Go read it. Yes, go watch the book. The book is very entertaining. It has a very nice black cover. So if people suggest books to me, I will not read them. There's a slim chance. Like, if I look at a book and I think it's interesting, I will pick it up. I'll skim through it. Actually, I usually just skip to the end and read the ending. And if it interests me to know how they get there, then I'll read it. That's how I pick up most of my books. The Secret Life of Damien Spinelli is like, that's exactly what I did. And I think with the Tower of Bones by Franken P. Ryan, I also like skipped to the last page of the book and read through it, and it's exactly why I bought it. That one's actually much more recent. I haven't read it. I am going to eventually once I finish rereading Damien Spinelli. But if someone suggests me a book, I will not read it. Moral of the story, don't suggest books. Just leave them lying around. If I ever meet people in person, just leave them lying around. If I ever meet people and they give me books, which I wouldn't mind, I do love reading. If they give me books, then I'll probably read it, because then they're not telling, hey, you should go find this book. Because if you tell me go find this book, I'm probably not going to go look for it anyways. But if they hand me a book, I find it as a moral obligation to read that book. It just makes me feel better about myself. Like, I'll feel bad if someone gives me a book and I don't read it. So, if people want me to read something specific, they have to give me the book. If they have it, then they could just give it to me or tell me, like, here, you can borrow this book, it's a really short read, you could do, just like Yuri did. But if people just randomly tell me, hey, you should read this book, I'm not gonna read it. I'm not gonna fucking read it. Because the likelihood of me even remembering the title of the book is very slim. One of the books I do remember reading a lot in high school. It wasn't even in high school. It was like elementary. No, middle school. Middle school. It was in middle school. I didn't read a lot in elementary school because I was stupid. In elementary school, I read a book called Something Deadly. No, it was a different one. It was Early to Death, Early to Rise. It was a Kim Harrison book. It was actually a really good book, so I tried finding the other two. I only found, I believe it was the second book. I believe like the book I read was the second one, and then the other one I read was the third one. I hadn't read the first one, which was Something Deadly This Way Comes. I believe that was the first one. And then there is another one that was a co-writing. It's a co-op book by Kim Harrison. What was it called? It was a co-op book by Kim Harrison. It was called The Story of Madison Avery. I think that's what it's called. I've been looking for that book. The last time I looked on Amazon for that book, it was sold out. And I haven't looked it up since. I should, probably. But those are really good books, so I can recommend you read them. I don't know, maybe if you're into, like, death and, you know, adventure. Maybe mystical, because there's, like, reapers, angels. It's that shit. It's all kind of weird shit. But it's a really good book. If you want to read, I just told you the titles. And if you happen to find that book, please DM me a link, because I really want that book. I think The Story of Madison Avery. It's a good book. I want it for my collection of books. I enthusiastically take the book. Okay, well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some sort of scheduled activities for the club. But it doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is buried in a book, and I can't help but notice her tense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around the closet. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slump down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening to Sayori's conversation with Monica. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to the other clubs, though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of literature sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to the creative mind. That doesn't solve the problem, though. Eh? What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do something that speaks to their creative minds. What's this? Well, what's this? Sayori is taking this really seriously? It's rare to hear her deliberately like this. Huh, that's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? What kind? Well, I guess we could. Cupcakes! Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. You're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. Oh shit. I just yeeted my mouse. Whoops. Okay. That wasn't why you suggested it. Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Attention, please. No. I think I'll stream for... I think I'll probably end stream soon as Sayori gets in our face. Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I ended up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Oh. I opened my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fell out of my chair. Sorry. Wait! Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. Oh, dude, that would be a poggers club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know. You need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glanced over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true, though. Yeah. I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. It's what I do best. That's the problem. What about you? You looking out for better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Hey? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days in this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Huh? Sayori glances around at herself. How is it written all over me? You clearly were in a rush this morning. Look at your hair, it's sticking out right around here. Ah! I ran my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this thing. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. I'm not straight. And there's toothpaste stain right on your collar, right here. Try to wipe it off the stain of thing, but no one would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I don't really care about that. Hey, you meanie. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Hey? Well, that's mean. That's super mean. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I don't think my stream is keeping up with me. It is, okay. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I started to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. This is so funny. What is it? Huh? I'm just thinking about how weird it is to have a friend who does these kinds of things. Eh? Don't say that. It'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? Eh? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Does this even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. Sayori. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs got bigger again. Sayori! Don't say that out loud! I'm gay. Okay. Anyways, you look so much better now. Why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that? But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Phew. That's so much better. Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend. Boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying it like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me much better than anyone else would, anyways. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. That's dumb. Stop saying things. Stop saying all of these embarrassing things. Eh? I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Anyways, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier.
Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Sass.
Sayori. Fine, fine. It's a deal.
I guess we really are better taking care of each other than we are taking care of ourselves.
Mood. Yeah, I guess so, huh?
So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning.
You're doing it again, Sayori.
Oh, but I was joking that time.
Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Hey, Monica suddenly comes up. Hi, Monica. Why don't we share our poems we wrote now?
Yay! Andrew, I can't read to read yours.
Yeah, same. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write your poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. We don't even get to read it, bruh. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you come find someone to share with?
I can't wait.
Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I did say myself. Whose poem do I read first? I want to read Sayori's. Sayori Pog. I'm definitely more comfortable sharing it with Sayori first. She's my good friend after all.
Oh my goodness. This is so good, Anju.
Bullshit!
I love it.
I had no idea you were such a good writer. Cap. Poetry is absolutely hard. I can't write for shit. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Same! Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinions will be a lot more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Ooh, I'll watch that later.
Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think you understand better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem, it's an Anju poem. And it makes it extra special.
Sayori, please, my gay heart.
Like, I can feel your feelings in it.
Sayori hugs the sheets in her chest. You're so weird, Sayori.
You're really happy. I'm really happy that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really part of this club now.
Not to mention the fact that I'm standing right in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but it doesn't really break my promise. See?
See? It's like I said before, Anju. Deep down, you're not as selfish at all. Trying new things like this for all people. It's something that's something that only really good people do.
Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny she's part of the reason I joined, knowing how much this meant to her and all.
Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. That will be my way of thanking you.
Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then.
Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this.
Boy! Dear Sunshine. Click outside the poem to read, okay. Dear Sunshine, the way you glowed... Oh, I love poetry. Poetry is fun. I love writing poetry. I remember I once tried to get my YouTube viewers, because I used to live stream on YouTube, to write a poem with me. I had made a server where they would submit these poems. I took down the server. It no longer exists. But I made it their homework every time I would stream Doki Doki Literature Club to at least write one poem. or come up with something. It didn't have to be good. But I would tell them, your homework is to write one poem and submit it to the server. And maybe next time I stream, I'd read it. I didn't get a lot of submissions. I did get 2, but I didn't start streaming Doki Doki Literature Club until I got off work. So, that was fun. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away the rainy day? I look above the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Same though. Sayuri. This is just a guess, but... Did you wait until this morning to write this?
No? Just a little bit.
You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question.
I forgot to do it last night.
Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself.
Don't be mean. I still tried my best.
Uh-huh, yeah. I didn't mean to say that the poem was bad. It came out nice, or how should I put it? Sounds just like you.
Really?
Yeah. Especially that last line.
I made eggs and toast.
Even though you were late to school?
It's bad to skip breakfast. I'll get cranky.
Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyways, thanks for showing me.
This was so much fun. Monica's the best.
Uh-huh, yeah. Next time
I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever.
Well, I guess I look forward to it. Alright, let's go with Natsuki. Let's just go down the list. I'll do most of the poems.
Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you.
Okay, that's a lot of shit coming from you. Well, that's blunt.
Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't invoke any emotions.
So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste.
Do you want to get smacked?
A little bit. I'll pass. Dude, no.
Well, anyways, I need you to show you mine. Not like you'll like it.
Eagles can fly. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try, but that's about it. Oh, that's right. I have to click outside. Okay.
Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it.
I like it.
What? Just be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously.
But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style makes... I'm not reading that. I'm not reading that out loud now. Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read and hits you hard. Like in this poem. See everyone around you doing great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand.
But the other nice thing about its simple writing is that puts it more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helped bring out the feeling in the last line.
So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did ya?
Well, I guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. Don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Ah, voice acting. A pain in the balls. Who should I show my poem to next? Let's go with Yuri. Why the fuck not? Even if she scares me. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading.
Oh, sorry, I forgot to start speaking.
It's fine, don't force yourself.
I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on.
Okay.
This is your first time writing a poem, right?
Yeah. Why do you ask?
I'm just making sure. I guess that might be after reading through.
So it's that bad.
No. Did I just raise my voice? Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying?
Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think most notable thing I could recognize in new writer is that they are trying to make this style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic of matter, and they fit form the two together. The end result is both the style and expressive or weakened. Once Lori finds her train of thought, it's as her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There's so many different skills and techniques that go into writing, and even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. Also, I hope everyone else in the club is giving you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased, though.
Biased how?
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that.
Yeah, you should talk Natsuki. I'm coming for you. Fucking God.
Sorry.
It's fine. It's not fine. I'm gonna fight her. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I'd love to share my thoughts process behind it.
Yuri smiled dreamingly as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost Under the Light. Ah, yes. Ah, God, her poems always gave me the heebie-jeebies. Ah, God. Okay. Ghost Under the Light. The tendrils of my hair illuminated beneath the amber gold bathing. Amber glow. The tendrils of my hair illuminated beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining street light to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Oh, yes, so obscure, Yuri. I could understand your poetry. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. Your handwriting is prettier than mine. That's the only credit I'll give you. I wasn't thinking of that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I think your handwriting is really pretty.
Eh? That's a relief.
Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it's really descriptive.
It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Are you into ghosts, Yuri?
Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all, Anju.
Really? I must have totally missed the point.
Well, I suppose you've only glanced over it after all. But remember, the poems often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining pace of comfort, unable to let go of the past. And soon we'll be left with nothing.
That's more solemn putting that way. I haven't even thought of that. That's impressive.
It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just to remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too.
Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'll be honest with you, all my poems were morbid. All of my poems. Morbid as hell. Depressing as fuck.
I'm counting on you.
Don't count on me. Who should I yeah, let's just finish Monica and then I can end the stream. Hi, Anju. Having a good time so far? Yeah.
Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in.
Anyways, want to share your poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Don't worry, Anju. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we need to learn to get past soon.
Yeah, true. I hand Monica my poem.
I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayuri would like.
Is that so?
You and Sayuri are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sort of things in common.
Well, we may be good friends, but Sayuri and I are really different.
Well, that may be the case, but maybe there are some more similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like you two really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when I read your poem.
You sure you're not reading too much into it?
It could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Yuri's writing has kind of gentle feel to it. I can tell she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy could enjoy sad things too?
Yeah, that's totally unexpected.
Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up
trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable in doing this.
It's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. The best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find the style that suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyways, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good.
Bullshit! You sound pretty confident for someone who claims not to be very good.
Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I feel like that, you know?
I see. Well, let's read it then. Oh god, water. I'm reading tweets. Hole in the wall.
It couldn't have been me. See? The direction the sprinkles protrude. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend, I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas, already scolded with permanent copy of a meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything, a hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out, and he on the other side was looking in. Huh. So what do you think?
It's very freeform. Is that what you call it? Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback.
It's okay. Yeah, the style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on timing between words and lines.
being performed out loud can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one?
Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put this. I guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit.
An epiphany?
Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone's better friends with each other. Anyways, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem, a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try too hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is if you keep your pen on the same spot for too long, it'll just become a dark puddle of ink. So just move your pen and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. It was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone's judging me for my mediocre writing style. Screw you, I'm pretty decent. Roses are red, violets are blue. If I could... Although, no. Like, don't say that. Don't say that. Bad impression. Right, bad impression. Even if they're just being cute, there's no way my poem can stand up to theirs. This is the literature club after all. I sigh. I guess I would end up getting myself into. Across the room to Yuri and Monica are happy chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They're gingering, exchanging kisses, sharing their respective poems as they read in terms. I watch their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows surround in fancy. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's in this language? Eh? Did you say something?
Oh, it's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns the paper to the desk on hand.
I guess you could say it's fancy.
Thanks.
Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but I didn't really come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it, which people did, by the way. So Yuri liked it, and Anju did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect to change anything anytime soon. Unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Anju liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki stands up suddenly. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Eh? That's not what I... Oh, you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Anju appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. If that's not true, I don't appreciate either of your advice. You both creep me the fuck out. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I wouldn't deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Oh, is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boob magically grew a size bigger when Anju showed up. Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned to me as if they noticed I was standing there. Anju! She's Anju. Anju, I can't even say my own name right. Anju, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate the simple writing is more effective, then I wouldn't have to happen in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Anju. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and the most meanings effectively. Avoiding them is not unnecessarily limiting yourself. Also a waste. You understand that, right, Anju? Well,
How did I drag myself into... It's not like I know anything about writing, but whoever I agree with is... They'll probably think more highly of me. So of course that should be... Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead I turn to Yuri. But it's defenseless that I couldn't bring myself to say anything to her. So Yuri! Eh? Yeah! Everyone's fighting is making Sayuri uncomfortable. Look at me, using Sayuri as a human shield. How can you two keep fighting when you know you're making one of your friends feel like this?
Anju. Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her.
I agree. It's unfair to the others, for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict.
Well, unless Sayuri wants to tell Yuri... So Yuri wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she is.
She would never. It's your immaturity that made her upset in the first place.
Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes... Stop! Oh. Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people. And I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone is so talented. So why are we fighting? Because, well, also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always are.
I'm sorry. I can't read that with a straight face.
And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. Big and beautiful. I'm sorry. Sayuri, no. Sayuri, I love you, but no.
Sayuri stands triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression.
I'll make some tea.
Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why Sayuri is vice president. I whisper to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader, and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that kind of thing embarrassing me. Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means Sayuri is amazing on her own ways, isn't it? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what's going on. She's doing.
I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her hurt herself.
That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I get the chance to talk to her a little more. Okay, everyone. I'm gonna end the stream pretty soon. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. My back hurts. How did you feel about sharing poems?
It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly.
Anju, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was neat. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone.
Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learned something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better.
I think to myself, I did learn a little more of what kind of poems everyone, and with luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with my newfound determination.
Anju, ready to walk home?
Sure, let's go. Sayuri beams at me. It's truly been a while since I've spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayuri? About what happened earlier.
Eh? What do you mean?
You know, between Natsuki and Yuri. Does that kind of thing happen often?
No. That's really the first time I've ever seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you?
No, I don't hate them. I just want your opinion, that's all. I can see they'd make good friends with you.
Phew. You know, Anju, it's nice to get to spend some time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone else makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too.
That's...
Every day is going to be so much fun.
It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Damn, I'm a playboy. I'm a fuckboy. We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I've had Sayori on the shoulder. I said in more to myself than to her. But it's easy to use Sayori as an eternal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. Alright. That's all the time I've got. Let's save that. I'm gonna save that for next week. Probably. What do I have scheduled for tomorrow? I do have something scheduled for tomorrow. For a fact this is only gonna show the game. What do I have scheduled for tomorrow? Let me check. What do I have scheduled for tomorrow? What is my schedule?
Sound like an excitable nightmare. Really quite horrible. The rest of you,
What is my schedule for tomorrow? I've been streaming for 37 minutes. Huh. Has it been 37 minutes? I felt like it was probably an hour. Did my stream crash? I think it did crash, that's why. Okay. What is my stuff? Channel, video producer, creator dashboard. What is my schedule for tomorrow? Okay, so tomorrow, I'm probably gonna play Friday Night Funkin'. I want to play some mods. on Friday Night Funkin'. And then I'm not streaming on Friday because I don't feel like it. Not streaming on. I'll be streaming on Tuesday though. I'll be starting up Undertale. I want to speed run Undertale, so I'll be getting a speed run timer installed onto my computer. And then I don't stream on Sunday, but I'll be streaming again Monday. I'll be streaming Bendy and the Ink Machine like around 2. Then Tuesday I don't stream, and then again Wednesday for Doki Doki Literature Club like around 3. Probably a little later, but you know. And then we repeat until I'm done with my games and I find something else to play, or if I, you know, just probably do a different stream. I probably, well, actually, I'm not too sure about Thursday's Friday Night Funkin' stream. For next week at least. For tomorrow, I will be playing tomorrow. For next week's Thursday, I'm not too sure. Because I might be doing something. I might actually turn off. I might turn on vacation mode for that, depending on what day it lands. Okay. So, I had fun. This was fun. I'll do it again sometimes. Now I know I won't get banned for this game. So, thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate you. For those who decided to stay with me and those who are lurking, maybe, I don't know, and those who watch the VOD, I appreciate you. I'll see you tomorrow for some Friday Night Funkin'. Bye.